Hello, good morning. How are you doing? My name is Ifeyano, and I want to do this quick video regarding two um, circulations about the pound. All right, and I watch videos online regarding to the fact that the pound is dead, the pound has gone to the lows and stuff like that, and everybody should start concentrating on selling the market. And basically, I feel that it was good to know that we had price really run down to the um, lowest low that we've ever recorded over time. And this low was almost about a couple of years back, 2080, 1985, thereabout, sorry. 1985. That was when we recorded the lowest level that pound got to. That was more or less around this area, but I won't be able to scroll back to really fine tune when, because I'm on MT4, so I'm restricted to some of those numbers right now. So, but we had that low as far back as 1985, and and when we see things like that, the most important thing is a lot of people get panicked, okay, and they gross themselves into faking certain decisions. Sorry, certain decisions that probably will start getting them hot when it comes to trading the financial market. And everyone has to be very careful. And I felt I should come up with something. All right. I saw a video regarding to the pound being dead, and I felt, well, what are the yardsticks to it? All right. Despite the fact that we had so many occurrences in the British um, um, country for a while now, and the death of the Queen, and the market's not really favoring me to them for over a while. And if you go and check your chart, you could see gradually against the dollar that the pound has really suffered for a while now. Okay, Uh, running into about 3 weeks, 2 weeks thereabout. So, and this is pretty much interesting to see how the pound has rallied to the downside and keep rolling to the downside. And for a while, everybody was looking forward to when will the pound come back to put up a fight, all right? And until we have so last week this massive drop. All right, this was pretty glaring uh, relating to pound in other pairs. And a lot of people start saying this as, wow, this is a dead zone, all right? So everybody should look out for the pound going down. But if you pan down to the 4 hours time frame, and this is what I personally look out for. Over the last 2 weeks, even technicals, fundamentals has failed. All right, nobody could see anything on the fundamentals. Those people who are trading couldn't really fine tune what they need to do. And if you could be honest with me, looking into trading, a lot of people were practically silenced because there was more or less nothing to write home about trading with even on other pairs. Everywhere was quiet. It was a quiet market because nobody knew what was going to happen. All right. So, and that creates some sense of worry in the financial market. And when I look at these coming back to see how pound really reacted, and so far so good. And this is what I pictured out. All right. This is what I pictured out. Price pulled down and pushed up and so far reacted. And each time it comes in very strong, all right, and comes in as strong as you can imagine, all right. So right now we have pound come in strong, and as pound coming strong, you see price responded. This was more or less the first time um, the pound will respond. All right. Our first time it was going to respond. Each time you have the pound knocked down, it only comes in struggling to come in. It get knocked down again, struggling and struggling and struggling to come in. And that's pretty much of bet to see a lot of people thinking that the pound was dead actually, but I feel it wasn't. I was really getting to a point when I saw, okay, we have the pound really rally to the downside. And when this happened, almost immediately it got fired back up. And I feel this was the first time I would see the pound come back after a rundown for um, about 100%, and it responded almost 100%. This was the first time over the last 3 weeks that we've seen, and that's sent some um, information to me as to what is really happening. If the pound responded for the very first time over the last 3 weeks, with a sharp response like that, then there should be a reawakening that something is coming in. All right. And I was really glaring to look at how the pound continued to respond. And you can easily see this on all the pound pairs, all right, generally that there was a massive response from the pound, okay, against other pairs. After being knocked down, it responded 100%. In some pairs, it responded 110%. It responded 120% in some pairs. And that sends some excitement. I feel that should send some excitement that we could see pound coming back and rallying back to the upside. Okay. And I think we have um, or rallying down again to continue all this push. But each time you have this guy come in, you see I knocked back up. Now, this whole scenario gives an excitement that there could be some balls coming into the pound, and that's really a very nice one. And I was looking out for um, possible reactions later to see how the pound will start reacting. And you can see it really shoot up back. Okay. And a lot of people at one point said, despite the BOE response, okay, to um, the downward activities in the pound, there was nothing the pound, the BOE could do to save the pound. But when your fundamentals fails you and your technicals are also not correlating, what should you do in sequence like this? All right, you need to look at how the market is reacting. All right, what are the sense of reaction? And that's what I pretty much look out for. Okay, when things are not working, so I tend to shift my direction away and see what is really going on each of market reactions. Okay, if price is really giving some sense of hope and some sort of liveliness, despite the fact that fundamentals were knocked out, technicals were not really aligned again, your trend lines and support were not holding like it should be, and you tend to now start thinking that, well, since fundamentals are not in proper place, technicals are not giving best of analysis, then the pound is dead. No, you probably need to still looking further and see what are the data that you are having inside uh, all these scenario. And right now we could see the pound really coming back very strong. Could see that with pretty much other pairs. I kind of let me see. Uh, yeah, you can see this. This was a massive response. This was a response. This was about 110% response in a single day. It has never happened. And this was what I was looking at, saying, okay, if we could get this response, then there should be some sense of excitement that the pound will be back. And so far, it already back up. And if you see the net, same scenario happened. This was 120% response. That was massive. After this knockdown, 120% thereabout respond, and that shows some excitement. So I feel that once we have scenarios like this, we should really not lose focus. We should be able to try as much as possible to see what the pound, what a pair is going to be doing inside, and see some sense of hope. And it was a very big response for the pound to really come back around that scenario, rather than looking and saying, okay, because we have all the pound down, then the only thing that you should be looking out is selling the market. You probably might be getting into the wrong track, because the fact that a candle is bearish, the next candle is going to be bearish. There's no assertion to that. There's no confirmation to that whatsoever. That because we have a bearish movement, the next movement should be bearish. They could see be it should see how the market react and see the bullish impact also coming in, and you can be able to take trades based on that. So it's more of being open to how the whole sequence works, and that's what I always talk about when it comes to where the big guys are putting in their money. Okay, as a 1985, someone bought, and this is what I create in my head. Someone bought at 2000, 1985, and pound cable rally to the upside. Okay, and now we're in 2022, and we have a receipt for someone doing justice in 1985. Now we have a same scenario coming into play, the same price as in 1985. There could be someone who will be seeing what happened in 1985 and using it as a baseline to take a decision in 2022, rather than really concluding and saying, okay, because we have all markets to the downside, everything should be to the downside. So there must be a two interface to making decisions. When you have the buyers, you should also consider, okay, there's a need for stepping into the sellers market also. So it's two sides. It's either you're on one side and you're on this other side. But I felt I should just do this video to enlighten us the more and be open-minded to how we take decisions based on when you have your fundamentals not working right and you have your technicals not also aligning, then there's still more you need to do by really checking how the price, how the market is actually reacting. Then you can base your decisions on that. So that's pretty much it for me. If you like this video, please try as much as possible to give it thumbs up and also share, like, okay, and also put a comment, okay, and so this video can reach out to more. I'll be doing more videos, okay. For now, I'm just based in trading and we managing accounts and stuff like that. So, thank you very much, guys. I'll be dropping more videos, and if you have questions, please drop it and I'll be around to give answers to them. Thank you very much, guys. Peace out.